Yo, what's up? Coming to you live.
Okay.
Me and Puppy.
Get her 7.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss or I can't continue. Give me a kiss.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? We're not going to go get her.
She's going to do it. Hey!
Okay? Okay, and don't forget that thing.
Anyways, me and Puppy coming to you live with the coding. As you can see, listening to some blackmail. Not on the Pandora one. Ain't free like that. Oh, big ass mouse. Anyways, welcome to the world of coding. Now, this is my project. I named it Motivation. I use it to motivate me. And, Puppy, I love you.
They tremendously go up. We're talking numbers that this nation, I'm not sure, is really prepared to deal with.
So,
some cities in the Northwest require.
Alright, put that down. That thing is too loud on my ears.
Yeah, Chinese get a large order of pork fried rice, plain pork fried rice. No onions, no nothing. And 3 bags.
Don David, thanks. Next,
Give me like 5 minutes. Let me finish this recording real quick. I'm explaining something. You're gonna hear me. You're right there. You can see me. I have Puppy so she can see too. You know. Anyway, okay. So everything you see in color is active codes. Anything you see like this with this color of some kind of orange or skin tone color, that means it's a comment. So it's not being read as a code. It's just there. So what I'm gonna do is go all the way up here. This right here is what makes it a comment. See? Oh, took that off. Now everything becomes color. So that means now everything's a real code. But I don't want everything to be a real code. I still want some of the things to be a comment. For instance, this right here. I want this to remain a comment. For the simple fact that this is just a little testing thing that I don't need right now. So, yeah. Then this, I'm going to edit it a little bit while you guys are here. That way, it can make more sense. So, right here. No, I don't want none of those. Oh, person name, I think it's going to be. Yep, alright. Alright. Cool. Alright. So right here, created all this from scratch, literally. All of this up until this part here. This I needed help with because it was a new concept for me. It had used things that, like for instance, this right here, this map.random. I had no idea what that was. So as I learned it, I was doing it. But this right here, badass. So pretty much, I don't know, this is an extra space right there. So you can see I created this on 1.12.16. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. So clearly I could just go like that and it shows you right there. But just like any website, it needs an HTML, which is this right here. So I created an HTML which has the doc type HTML. But in order for the Java code, which is this .js, that means JavaScript. Oh, it says it right there. So the JavaScript, in order for that to work with the HTML, you need to do something. You need to script it, which is the script here. So you create this script sourcing java.js, which is this right here, java.js. So anything that we do here now, no matter what it is now going to be on the front page of it, no matter how we put it, because now we integrated it. But enough about that. Let's go into what I did. First of all, I created a variable called person name, and it's going to prompt the person as soon as they load the page with hello, please enter your name below. Now, as you can see, I commented it right here that that's just a warm welcome just for my records. Then we created another variable called greeting, which is a function that is going to have a name, and this name is going to be whatever name. But once this function is called, which is called right. Where is it? Right here. Once this function is called greeting, so you can see greeting here, it's going to require a name. So that name, I'm going to make it whatever the person put in here. So it's going to be the person name. So inside the parentheses here, you put person name. So as you can see, it outputs the welcome name. But what is it that it alerts? So it alerts this text here, which is welcome, comma, space. Then in order to add the name, you put the name there, space, and a little exclamation mark. So what that does is, now what that would read is literally, if I enter Jeffrey up here, after it says hello, please enter your name below, it's going to read welcome, comma, space, Jeffrey, because that's the name on it that I put right here, and the person name, like that. Then I created another variable just to, keep me up, and it says, and I called it current mood, because the name of the variable has to make sense with whatever we're creating. That way I know what I'm doing, because if I just name this poopy head, I'm not going to know what the hell poopy head means unless I really get into the code and be like, oh, that's what it does. Or let's say if I just name it X, I'm not going to know what X means. So a good common practice is to name it after something that makes sense, that you want everything to make sense. So here, since the variable is going to be the person's name that's going to be entered, why not call it person name? So then, since the function is going to be a name that's going to be there, why not call that function, why not call the function within the little thing name, right? And it's a greeting, because welcome, welcome, your name, that's a greeting. So see, everything makes sense. So when that greeting is called, it's going to replace name, whatever's in name. See, let me take this off. If I just hover over it, okay, let me not, puppy, I'm sorry. So let's say, oh shit, I want to do all that. For instance, I start typing in greeting. See, greeting is going to tell me name right there. So right here, name, that just means, okay, we know that the name goes here. So I could put greeting John or whatever, and that's exactly what's going to come up under welcome, whatever this is here. But since there's going to be different users that are going to be using it, and I don't know what their names are going to be, I might as well create a variable that has an open object, as you would call it, and just put that here. So that way, whatever person's name, see, person name, whatever the person enters here is literally just going to put it on here as the name. So that's pretty cool. All right. So then I wanted to do the current mood. So how are you feeling today is what's going to prompt me. So then I got to fill something out. So with my feeling, so I created a variable called feeling with the function today, meaning how are you feeling today. So your current mood today is a feeling. All right. So if today is equal to the word good, so for instance, if I reply good on the prompt here, then it's going to alert me good. That's what I like to hear. Now, else, if today is equal to just okay, it's going to say, it's going to alert the user, oh, come on, you have to be doing better than just okay. Or else, if the user doesn't enter the exact word good, just like it is here, case sensitive and everything, or if it doesn't enter okay, just like it is here, not spelled out OKAY, or capital O or capital A, has to be exactly like this, then what happens is it jumps into this else function. And this else function, what it does is alert, make it a point to turn your day around. So if you're not doing good or if you're not doing okay, it's going to alert you to make sure to do to turn your day around. And then it's going to make sure that you confirm it. So it's going to ask you to confirm. So it's going to ask you a question. And that question is going to be understood. And you have to press OK or cancel. So you're going to put OK because you do understand. All right. So then right here, as you can see, feeling is a function. You always got to call the function. If you don't call the function by the variable name, it's not. None of this matters. It's like it doesn't even exist. The code will not execute. So you have to call the function right here, and it's going to ask you, what is today going to be? Well, today is going to be my current mood. So pretty much whatever I typed in here on the prompt response is going to be whatever my feeling is. So after it's all said and done, I then created another variable called focus, because I want to after I greet myself, as funny as that sounds, and I tell it how I'm doing and everything, it's gonna ask me to pretty much what are my focuses. Let me put this a little down so it's a little less confusing. So then the variable is called focus, because again everything has to make sense, and it's gonna prompt this message. Now, what are we gonna do to focus on today, or what are we gonna focus on today? So then I'm gonna create a variable function again called main focus, as I'm gonna make that my main focus with the function name goals. So if goals dot length, which means whatever I input in goals, if that length of letters inside that, if it's greater than or equal to 100 characters, it's going to say it sounds like you're going to have a very productive day.
You use the little card, gravy card?
And then it's going to...
My card. You use it?
Why is it? Wait, hold on real quick. So goals length.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what this is, but I don't think I need that. I think that was... Anyway. So then after it does alert you that, it's going to tell you, I'm proud of you, because you're doing something with yourself. Else, if the goal length is less than 100 characters, it's going to say it's going to alert the user that they have to want more with their life to get more out of life. And it's going to tell them to give it another shot. So then after that is executed, I created a new variable called new goals, because remember I put goals, but now it's new goals because it's asking the user to try again, pretty much. So that new goals is going to be a prompt, which is going to be, I'm sorry. So it's going to literally, right here it says alert. Wait, I literally confused the shit out of myself just now. Hold on. Oh yeah, but I bet. Alright, now I know what I was a little bit confused, literally. So if it is less than 100, it's gonna literally tell them to try again, and another prompt is gonna come up saying, I'm sorry, but focus, meaning whatever they put on here, whatever they answered here, it's not enough to want to succeed in life. Be a little more dedicated to your success. Now try again. Now it's going to alert, so it's going to have a prompt message, obviously, so then you just type in whatever else you plan on doing. So then it's going to alert the user, there you go, focus, which is whatever you put here, and whatever you put here, which are your new goals, is the key to success. A little motivation, So then I call the function main focus, focus. I call it because if I don't do this, none of this matters. It's like it doesn't even matter. Now, I asked the person to confirm. Say person name. So let's say Jeffrey. So Jeffrey, let's play a quick game of rock, paper, scissors. You're like, how the fuck do we play rock, paper, scissors? Well, it's a little tricky. It's a little weird, strange, because it's not an actual game where it's physical. Like it doesn't have graphics or anything. It's more functions. It's more operational. Like, oh, what does the user do? Whatever. I'll explain here in a minute. Anyways. So what do we want this game to do? Well, we wanted to have a choice that the user picks. Since it's a game of two players, I'm going to put a computer. It's going to have the computer's choice. And then it's going to have what happens during the game, if and or whatever. So, before that, the user choice is gonna prompt them. It's gonna say, please choose rock. As you can see, it's in quotations, so it has to be exact. Rock, paper, or scissors. Now, the computer, we want that to be a random choice because you don't know what the computer is gonna pick, right? So we do a math that random. But the trick about random is that it only goes from 0 to 1. Like when you choose random, it only has pretty much technically two choices, 0 and 1. Now, in order to make that random, you have to do a little bit more operation. So it says if computer choice, since it's, remember, 0 to 1, so anything from 0 all the way to 1, including decimals, is part of this random equation that would go and change the choices. So in computer choices, so if the computer's choice is less than or equal to 0.33, so meaning a third. So if I broke 0 to 1 into 3 pieces, I got to break that into